Hello, hello, One Too Many here, and I'm going to be doing a video on gym tower defense, as you see right here, just real quick, because I have to do it in the replay mode. We picked race, and then I picked easy, or I mean, not easy, I picked normal mode. I've been able to beat it on easy, normal, and I haven't beaten the last boss on hard, but I've been able to clear all the waves. But I'm just doing this replay on normal because it's normal, so why not, I guess. So basically what I'm going to be going over in this video is a strong build, or a strong maze build. Probably one of the strongest builds I think right now. I mean, I can't at least think of anything stronger. Maybe you guys can. If you can, definitely let me know. Maybe I'll redo this video on that instead, on a stronger build. But for now, I'll just be covering the basics. So this is just your standard tower defense game, and again, this is gym tower defense. This game has been top of the list for about a week now. I'm not sure, maybe a little bit longer, but it is currently top of the list, and it's a pretty fun game as far as tower defense games go. So the creeps come out of here, and they have to hit these like Tetris type shapes right here, these little red pieces. They have to hit them in a certain order, so it goes this one, and then that one, and then this one, and this one, over here, over there, and then to the goal line, which is right here. And if you actually block them, like you can't block them completely from reaching it, it won't let you, but if you do block them to the point that they can't get across, like say you cover all of this area right here, they are able to walk around. So that's what you want to avoid. So basically the point of this is to kind of, or at least the build that I found that's really strong, kind of involves weaving in and out. So I go every other one. So I grab the first one and skip the second one, and I grab this one up here, which this is actually the third one, but I'll grab that one later. So I grab this one, and this one. I kind of loop them all in one loop, and then I create one entrance, which is right here. You can kind of see the gap I have right there. It's just a one square gap, and I have two of them. This is going to lead down to those two Tetris pieces. I call them Tetris pieces. I don't know if they actually have a real name, but they remind me of that one piece in Tetris, so that's what they're called for this video. And then the entrance to it right here. And what I'll end up doing with this entrance is kind of making my spiral right here. And I guess they call that an eight pass spiral because they have to go in and out of it a total of 8 times. So they have to go through the spiral 8 times. And then I'll just be focusing all my towers right here. So you can see right now I already have, I'm playing it on 2 times mode, 2 times faster, and that's mainly because I did record this whole thing while I was playing it, and just the recording of me building the maze ended up being about 13 minutes long, which, I mean, I barely want to watch a 13-minute video on a tower defense game, so I really doubt anyone else wants to watch me on a tower defense game. So I try to speed this up to go as fast as possible. You can see these are the people I'm playing against. Oh, I can actually do this. So let's follow my paths, because this is really the cool part. Can I actually see this? Is it going to let me have it? I'm trying to see combos pass. Nope, I cannot, unfortunately. That sucks. Oh well, that was the one advantage, I guess, of doing it in-game. I was able to actually see my paths. So you can see I already have my blood ruby, and I have a silver, and you get these by combining the base gems, your chip gems. And I started with this combination gem right in the beginning, and that was to mainly help me get an early boost so I can kind of advance faster. You can see I'm going to be kind of pacing myself against John Galt right here, and he's up here in this game, and his build isn't actually that strong. He's going to fall out towards the end because you can see, for example, he connected these two right here. You're removing blocks. It's not something you want to do, and so just in general, he's going to kind of have some leaks later on. That's going to suck for him, and he's going to end up dying out, but I didn't know that at the time, so we were kind of racing. So early in the game, you want to kind of start building your maze rather quickly, and that's just so that you want to definitely get this maze done and your spirals pretty through. Oh, look at that right there. You want to get your spiral basically all the way done by the 30th run. That way you can clear him on the first go through. So what I'm basically doing right now as I'm building my maze, and I already have my, I think that's called a malachite maybe. I don't know. I cannot say that word. But you guys see what it is right there. If someone knows how to say it, they could maybe show me. I don't know. It's okay. I'm not too worried about it. I'm just basically getting one of every gem, or I'm trying to in the beginning. That way later on when I get to the perfect gems, I won't have to worry about missing a flot or something, and I can just create those higher level combinations or special gems. Blood Ruby is, I think, the best starting Ruby as far as it goes, especially when you get into late game. Unfortunately, this one isn't in the best location, but again, I'm not too worried about the early combinations because it's really the late ones that give you the best benefit. So Yeah, I don't even upgrade these very much. I upgraded the Blood Ruby just so I can kill things faster. I don't have to worry about them going in and out, because again, this is race mode, so if it takes me too long to clear my runs, I'll fall too far behind and lose. And at the time, I thought that maybe John Galt might make it to the end, and that would have been the worst case scenario, is for him to finish it before me. So you can see right now I have this one encased, that one encased, and I left out this one. This is the fourth Tetris piece right here. I left that one out of my maze. That way it kind of creates the weave effect where they have to go in and out. I played this game also online a little bit while I was doing research about it, like just a Flash-based version of it, if you search Jim Tower Defense. And in that version, there wasn't this Tetris piece right here, which I think actually kind of created a more balanced game, because essentially I don't see any other way that you could go about designing it where you get the 8 pass, which is what you're going to see at the end, where he has to go in and out 8 times through the core of my damage. So I mean, I don't know. It would really suck if this is basically the only build. Like if this I already discovered, you know, the most powerful build for this game, because that'd be unfortunate to have really beaten it so easy. I would like to see maybe like if, for example, if this one was removed, then it'd open up to a bunch of different builds, because there'd be no real best way to go about it. You'd really have to play it based on your what these zones you get. And you can see I've got some good zones. The half-speed zones are probably the best, and you really want to avoid the red ones. Of course, you know, green is good, red's bad. It's a common thing. I don't like double EXP. I haven't found that to be too useful or anything. And just in general on normal mode, you don't really even have to worry about them. As long as you avoid like a double speed, you don't want like a double speed in the middle of your thing right there. Okay, here's a important part right here. I got my China Jade. So you can see I've already completed my maze. I wish I could show you my path, because my path, actually, yeah, it is on here now, because I'm actually looking at it probably. So it's probably actually showing what I was looking at as a player. So you can see my path. I actually have a leak, which is why my path isn't as long as it could be. So I'm going to go fix that leak. It's right there, and boom, my path jumped about 300 length, which is real nice. And then see, as I add each gym, my path goes up exponentially, because it counts as 4 passes, or 8 passes, I guess, but 4 in and out. So each gym I add adds a significant length to the total of my maze. So I got this China Jade, and you know, typically for a while I was just upgrading, you know, completely fully to my my gym find, so I could get perfects as fast as possible. But what I really found was that these China Jades, if you get the lucky China Jade, it gives you a 1% chance to proc minerals, and it gives you minerals based on, I think, half of whatever like run you're on. So if you're on the 30th run, you'll get 15, which is real good when that like mini boss, the rerunner, comes through, because these China Jades will just hit them so many times that you end up getting a good amount of minerals. So in this game, you'll actually see I end up getting 2 lucky China Jades, which is the level I really like to get to risk-wise, because those 2 China Jades will generate so much cash for me, and I'll be able to really do a lot of lucky chances at the end of the game, and hopefully get 2 perfects and be able to combine them, 2 of the same perfects, which are really powerful gems. So my maze is basically complete. I think I'm just going to skip the video here and go to the end so you can see how strong this build actually ends up being, and where all my damage focus is and everything. Yep, so I will see you in a couple minutes. Alright, so we are back again. This is the final run. You can see that I am the only one that actually made it to the final run in this particular game. Let's look at my combos and paths. My path is actually pretty long. I normally keep it around 1900, I guess, but this is just fine. I kind of went out a little far right here in that direction. But you can see right here, this is the core of my build. All of my gems are right here. I've got almost every single thing I need in terms of combos. The only one I'm missing is the, let's see, can I find the name of it? I'm not sure what it's called. I know which one. It's the one that you get from the perfect diamond, which unfortunately I wasn't able to get, but this one's really important. A few of the very important ones to have, especially for the last run, are like the Mystic Black Opal. This one right here, it gives you a 40% damage increase to all of your towers surrounding it. You also want to have a Perfect Opal, which will give you a 35% increased attack speed. This one makes it so that, this is the Egyptian Gold, makes it so that enemies take 40% more damage for 5 seconds, and this one right here makes it so that nearby ground enemies take 30% more damage. So that all just stacks really a lot. So you can see he's not even done with his first run yet, and he's almost down 2 million, I guess, health. Is that million? Yes. No. 200,000 health. So Oh man, I just noticed my fan was on. Hopefully that's not too windy. Maybe I'll be able to edit some of that out with the sound booth, but I do not know. Either way, it's off now, so we return to the game. He's definitely not going to make it through all of this, you can see. And look at the game time, 1 hour, 22 minutes to play through this, and I was going fairly quick. I was racing actually someone for most of the game, and then all of a sudden they just kind of dropped out at the end. They lost too many lives. That was the guy up here that had the kind of quirky build. He was beating me basically the whole game, and then he ended up dying because of air, I think. You can see some of these are flashing, and this will make, I'll be able to make another black opal right here, but I already have one, and I don't know that their abilities stack, so I'm just not going to risk it. I'd rather just stick with the speed boost than risk the non-stacking damage buff. And to be honest, I'm not even sure how many of these damage buffs actually stack. I just started playing this game a few days ago, and picked up on this build, and kind of wanted to make this video because I noticed a lot of people not making anywhere near efficient builds. I mean, basically, see, the beauty of this is that in order to get to these like little Tetris, red Tetris symbols, he has to come in and out of my maze 4 times, which, I mean, I can't imagine a better combo that would get you a more effective build, because if you try and take, because you basically have to go every other one. So if you take this one, and then you grab this one, and this one, you only have 3. So he would only be going in and out of your maze 3 times, and these are fairly more spread out. So I mean, I did search online. I noticed that the gym defense game online doesn't have this particular piece right here, this little red Tetris one at the end, which makes it a 3-3 split. I don't know if that's better balance-wise, because that will make more builds more viable, but really I don't see any build other than something very similar to this being viable. And I might be wrong. Like I said, I've only been playing it for a couple days, but I mean, this is a really fun game, so it'd suck if this was like basically the only build, and then all it really mattered was your chances on all of this stuff. Also, you can see I have 2 Lucky China Jades, and I basically got these as soon as possible. I got them before my 30 run, and they've made tons of minerals for me throughout the course of this game. And look at that. I think he's just finished his 2nd run, and look at, he's almost dead. So he's gonna have 1 more run. I mean, with this build, I probably could have actually beat it on hard mode had I chosen that instead. But alas, I did not. I chose normal for this video. Oh well, it's okay. I'll always play it again later. So yeah, this is basically it. I hope you guys like this build. If you have a better one, of course, let me know. Or if I made any mistakes, like as far as if you guys know whether these damage abilities stack, that'd be really cool to know. I haven't found a lot of information. The forums are kind of bare right now. It just kind of started up today, I think, so it'll take a while for kind of some information to get on there. But yep. And I'm just melting everything. Let's look at my total damage. What's tower damage? Ancient Bloodstone, yeah. Basically every time you get one of those, it does so much damage. That's this one right here. But again, like a lot of these things are only good for multiple targets. So, I mean, the Bloodstone is one of them, I'd say. It's a good tower overall, but it's mainly focused on multiple targets, which for me, this last boss run is all single target. So I don't know why I'd want to invest in a lot of, you know, like topazes or things that do multiple damage. You see I have 2 of these. I actually procced one of them off of just my random my random pick, so I grabbed it. Normally I don't like to get 2 of the same tower, but I figured why not, because I had it. So he's gonna die here. He was only able to go in and out, looks like about 2.5 times, because he hasn't even fully made it out right here. And that is it. All right, this is OTM, and I will see you guys later.